So in the first video, we went over the first page. Now we're going to go over to the second page here. So I'm going to skip over. I got some blank pieces of paper. I'm going to go to the second page and show you how to start these probability experiments. Okay, so we'll start with this one here, experiment 1, and then we'll do the next one underneath. Experiment 1, flip a coin 30 times and record tails and heads. So you flip your coin. That wasn't a good flip. I won't count that. I flipped it. I got a tail. I recorded tail over there. Okay, I flip it. Okay, it's way down here. We got another tail. So I record a tail. I flip it again. Now I got a head. And then I keep flipping it, and I do this for 30 times. So I do it 30 times, and whatever, I keep adding ticks, whatever they are. I just keep doing it. And who knows, maybe I get 12 tails and 18 heads. And I keep doing, and I keep measuring it here. Okay, now if you do not have a coin to do this 30 times, you can do it on your phone. So how would you do that? Let me show you. I'm just going to get out of here. Okay, let's switch over here to here. So you go to the class here. So we got information. We have this assignment here. And over here, we got coin flipper. So you go to your phone, you go to this probability lesson here, which is, let's close it so you see what it is. Whoops, I opened the wrong place, which is fine by me. Okay, probability, let's just go here to grade 12, data management. Go to classwork, you go to probability right here. And then in here, so it just shows this one, we're going to go to coin flip, and it has flipsimu.com, flipsimu. So let's click on it. Okay, let's see if it's heads or tails. So just flip it. So you go here, flip it, boom, 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 boom. And let's see what heads. Flip it again. Tails. Let's flip that again. And then you can use this flip heads. And then you keep flipping the coin and recording it. Okay, so if you don't have a coin, you can use this app. Okay, so after you're done, so whoops, let's go full screen here. After you're done, maybe you got 18, 12, right? So you quickly do your graph. I'm not going to go into it. You should know, make sure you have your titles here and here. Put your axis on, just basics, right? Well, this is a simple graph, so maybe this will go up to 18. Put your scale there, and one of these will be like this. You color it in. Then you have another one that's bigger, 18, color it in. Make sure your scale is there. And then this one may be tails I put first. Heads here. Okay, maybe frequency here. And then on the top, you need a title, coin flip or something. So it's just really fast, but I expect you to go a little bit slower. Make sure you put the axis or take off. Make sure you put the arrows. Okay, you did that. Then it said, what is the experimental probability of flipping heads? Well, I flipped it. I had 18, whatever number you get, not mine. So mine's 18 over, well, I flipped it 30 times, 18 over 30. Now make sure you put it as a reduced fraction, which is like 9/15, so it goes lower. Or you could just use your calculator, 18 divided by 30. Reduces it to 3/5. And 3/5, if I switch, is like 60%, I believe, 60%. Now, it says, what is the theoretical probability of flipping heads? Well, the theoretical, well, I think you should have it half the time. So theoretically, it should be 50% of the time. 50% of the time, you should have heads. And then our value is similar. Make a comment. I bet you if I flipped it more times, they'd be more similar. They're kind of close. You guys make a judgment call on E. That's number 4. Now number 5. Let's flip it over to 5 here. There we go. 5. Experiment 2, rolling 2 dice 6 times, okay? 2 die 100 times. Okay, so you got to roll. So I got 2 die, you roll it 100 times. Okay, and adding the outcomes. So let's take a look. Add the outcomes. So here I got 7. So 7 appears once. Okay, and then I roll it again. Wow, I got 7 a second time. Okay, roll the 2 dice again. 5. I should have given it a bit better roll. 5. And then I roll it again. 4. So there's a dot. And you do, and then you get your frequencies. So these should all add up to 100 eventually, and you get all your values. Now, if you don't have 2 die, so let's say you don't have them, well, I have an app for that as well. So there is a phone app for that. Oh, I got 2 of these. Let's minimize this and go to the phone app. Looks like I closed it. So you go to your Google Classroom. We'll go there. Okay, so we'll go to the Google Classroom. Go to grade 12. So I've got a number of Google Classrooms here. Go into grade 12. You go to classwork, and in classwork, you go to probability here, and there it is, rolling 2 die. You click on it. Okay, let's start her off. So 2 die, let's go. 11, 8, 3, and I keep recording. 6, 4, 7, 6, 12, and I keep recording these values. It's pretty cool. You just keep going. Okay, we're going to come back to this sheet. So we're back to the sheet. Then you're going to have all your values. You're going to create your bar graph. You're going to get a nice title here, here. And in this case, you got like 12 numbers. They're going to be squashed. The bars may have to touch. Okay, but you're going to have a whole bunch of bars here. Right, you do your nice bar graph. It's okay if they don't have spaces here. You might need it to fit 12. Okay, and maybe it goes up and then comes down. Okay, then it says, what is the experimental probability of rolling, of 2 dice rolling and adding to 7? Well, experimentally, you have to find whatever that value is. So I don't know if it's this. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and let's add another one. Let's say 7 is here. Well, you'll have to tell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe it's 10 out of 100, whatever. Maybe it's 1/10. You figure it out and put it over 100. Now, theoretically, well, how many ways can you get a 7? So let's see, theoretically, you can get a 1 and a 6 on a die. You can get a 2 and a 5, a 3 and a 4, a 4 and a 3, 5 and a 2, a 6 and a 1. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 goes on top, so 6 different ways. On the bottom, well, 6 times 6 is the total. There's 36 different possibilities, so 6 over 36. You'd have to turn that to a percent or reduce the fraction. So on the top, you write how many are possible, how many different ways are possible, 6. On the bottom, the total possibilities. There's 6 on one die, 6 on the other, 6 times 6. 36, or 6 squares the total number of possible outcomes. Okay, so we've got that. Okay, now we're going to go to the next page, so you guys will finish that off. On the next page, I want you to just read the questions here and answer them. I'm not going to answer them. They're similar to the first page we did. And on 7 and 8, do the same thing. And do the same thing for the last one, 9, 10, 11. Just hopefully from what you had before, you can figure these out. Okay. When you're done, submit it. You can submit it on Wednesday or whenever the next day. Okay, don't submit it here in the Google Classroom.